Welcome to Reason Workshop, Class 14, Rhythm Skills 2. We'll start out and go over rest duration, then dots and ties. Then we'll go through drum programming 2, then melody reading 2. Then we'll go through simple and compound meter, then odd meter, then drum programming 3, and finally a test. Rests represent periods of silence in a measure. Each type of rest shares a duration with a certain type of note. For example, both a quarter rest and a quarter note occupy the same amount of time. While the note would make a sound, the rest is silent. To demonstrate this, let's fill a measure of 4/4 time with quarter notes. When played, all 4 notes sound. Next, we will replace the second quarter note with a quarter rest. When played, the second beat is now silent. Next, let's discuss the other types of rests. A whole rest occupies the same amount of time as a whole note. It is drawn as a box descending from the 4th staff line. A half rest occupies the same amount of time as a half note. It is drawn as a box ascending from the middle staff line. Like notes, rests can have flags. With one flag, an 8th rest has the same duration as an 8th note. With 2 flags, a 16th rest has the same duration as a 16th note. Although rarer, rests can have 3 or more flags. Use this chart for reference. Augmentation dots and tenuto ties are 2 types of markings used to alter a note's duration. A dot increases the duration by 1/2. Since an 8th note is half the duration of a quarter note, we will substitute it for the half symbol. As you can see, a dotted quarter note is equal to a quarter note plus an 8th note. A dotted quarter note can also equal 3/8 notes. Ties merge multiple notes at the same pitch. They are used to let the duration of a note travel across barriers, such as the measure line in this example. The 4th and 5th notes are now combined. If the measure line were not there, we would have written a half note instead. Use this chart for reference to augmentation dots. So let's go to drum programming 2. We'll start out and create a redrum. And we'll turn on the click and set the loop on as well. And turn on the pre-count. Let's check out the first pattern, which will play on the hi-hat, just quarter notes. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. Now let's enter in the snare pattern. Put that on a different lane. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2, 3. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. Now let's enter in the kick pattern. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Now try to just play that part in, using the hi-hat with your right hand and the kick and the snare with your left hand. Let's move on to pattern 2. So this has 8th notes for the hi-hat. 1, 2, ready, go. Good, and let's add the snare pattern. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's add the kick drum now. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2, and 4. 1 and 2, 3, and 4. And try to play the entire beat in. Let's move on to pattern 3. Just all 16th notes. 1, 2, ready, go. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a... Okay, quantize it. Let's move on to the snare part. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 4. And adding the kick. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 3, and up, and 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 1. Try to play the full pattern in live. Let's do pattern 4 now. The hi-hat and snare pattern are the same. We can just copy those over. And we'll play in the kick drum part. Okay? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, up, 3, up, and 1, up, 3, up, and 1. And try to play the whole thing in now. Okay, let's move on to melody reading 3. We'll create an ID8 instrument. We'll also loop the second beat that we programmed to play along to. Let's start on melody reading 3 with example 1. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 4. 1, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go to example 2 now. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2, and 3, and 4. Example 3 now. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, and 4. 1, 3, 4. 1, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, and 4. 1, 3, 4. Let's go to example 4. You do have some sharps. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 3, and 4, and. Let's go to example 5 now. You have slats. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 3, and 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 3, and 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 3, and 4. Now let's go over simple and compound meter. Each time signature can be classified into a certain meter. The terms duple, triple, and quadruple refer to the number of beats in a measure. The term simple means that each of these beats can be broken into 2 notes. For example, 2/4 time is classified as simple duple. Duple refers to 2 beats per measure. Simple states that each of these beats can be divided into 2 notes. 2/2 and 2/8 are also simple duple. 3/4 time is classified as simple triple. Triple refers to the 3 beats per measure, and simple states that each of these beats can be divided into 2 notes. 3/2 and 3/8 are also simple triple. 4/4 time is classified as simple quadruple due to its 4 beats, which can be divided into 2 notes. 4-2 and 4-8 are also simple quadruple. Notice that a time signature in simple meter will always have a 2, 3, or 4 in the top number. While beats in simple meter are divided into 2 notes, beats in compound meter are divided into 3. To demonstrate this, we'll examine 6/8 time. Notice that the 6/8 notes can be divided into 2 beats, compound duple, or 3 beats. Since the simple triple pattern already belongs to 3/4 time, 6/8 is a compound duple. Notice that each beat in 6/8 is a dotted quarter note. In fact, all compound meters will have some dotted note as its beat. Any time signature with a 6 on top is compound duple. 6/8 and 6/4 are commonly used. 9/8 is classified as compound triple. It has 3 beats, 3 dotted quarter notes, thus making the meter triple. Since each of the beats is made up of 3 notes, the meter is compound. Any time signature with a 9 is a compound triple, although 9/8 is most common. 9/2, 9/4, and 9/16 can also be used. An odd meter is a meter which contains both simple and compound beats. The first odd meter that we'll discuss is 5/8 time. It contains 1 simple beat and 1 compound. The order of the beats does not matter. If the compound beat comes first, it's still 5/8 time. Next, we'll discuss odd meters with 3 total beats. 7/8 time contains 2 simple beats and 1 compound beat. Again, the order of the beats does not matter. The compound beat can be positioned between 2 simple beats. So let's check out drum programming 3. We're going to start out in program example 1 with hi-hats doing 8th notes in 3/4. 1, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and... All right, now for the snare pattern. 1, ready, go. 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and... Now the kick pattern. Ready, go. 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3. Try to play the full beat now. This brings us to some interesting sequencer information. So you can actually automate the time signatures on the transport. Here I'll use the pencil to draw in a certain time signature. And now I'll copy that over and then change it. Here we'll change this to 5/4. Now I'll record the next beat. Example 2 is in 5/4. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and... Let's program the snare pattern in. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. 1, 2, and 5, 2, 3, and 5. Kick part. 2, 3, ready, go. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. And now we're going to draw in a new section, new time signature. In this case, we're going to select Other and turn that to 7/8. Move the loop markers over. And notice, because we're in 7/8, it's going to seem twice as fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now the snare part. 1, 2, 3, 4, ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. 1. And now adding the kick. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, ready, set, go. 1, 2, 5, 6. 1, 2, 5, 6. Now listen to the full beat.